welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my makeup favourites. These are all items that products I've been using over the last some are 6 months, some are nearly getting to a year, and so I've really got a very thorough review of some of the items that I have been using. Let's just address the elephant in the room before we go any further, the hat. I am wearing a hat because my hair is such a mess. I got a little bit overexcited yesterday. We had a heat wave yesterday here in the UK, and I decided to throw caution to the wind and just let my hair dry naturally, and now I'm paying for the consequences of that because it is just all over the place, and I've decided just to quickly jam a hat on and try and cover it the best I can, and we'll sort it out after this. That's the only time I've got. Anyway, let's get on with the video, shall we? So my first makeup products that I have been using for quite a while is Charlotte Tilbury. Now, I did step back and kind of watch the whole hype around Charlotte Tilbury about just over 3 years ago when she first came on the scene, and I did buy into the whole magic cream, which is wonderful stuff. It is very, very good. Very, very pricey, but I definitely think it's worth the money. Now, I waited for a bit to see with the makeup side what kind of would happen with it, and I've been really impressed with the items that I did choose when I finally took the plunge. The first item product that I bought was the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. I've featured quite a few tutorials which I'll link above that you can see. This is a beautiful powder. Because I mentioned before, I will be very quick with this one. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. I have it in the shade 2 medium, and I was drawn to it because it's a beautiful oils that they have in this powder. It is finely milled, and it is able to, under your eye area, this is where I tend to use it mostly, where I get quite dry, and it doesn't sit in the fine lines that I have around my eyes. It just sits beautifully and gives that lovely glow, that kind of inward glow all over your skin. So it's a really nice powder. It's not chalky in any way, and it just gives that beautiful flawless finish, but also kind of nourishing at the same time because of the oils that they have in this. I then went on to pick up the Film Star Bronze and Glow. Now, I have the fair to medium. They also have a medium to dark, which is a really nice touch, and the bronzer is a very warm bronzer. So if you're looking to contour, I kind of wouldn't use this one to contour with. It really is for bronzing. So, you know, put into a nice 3, hitting just the high points on the face where the sun would naturally hit. It is a beautiful bronzer for that. I also use it in the crease. It really warms up my crease when I've got a nice smoky eye, or I pop it on underneath to get that lovely blown out finish. Now, the highlight is a very subtle highlight, but it gives that just that nice, I don't know whether you can see it in the camera because I'm quite far away from it, but it gives that nice glow to the skin. It's not as intense as, say, if you tried Becca Champagne Pop. It's not as intense as that. By no means is it a shy highlight. You can see it just gives you that lovely glow that you want. The last 3 items that I picked up from Charlotte Tilbury. So when I've like not stood back for a while and watched it, and then I kind of go in big with what I want to try. Now, I got the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift, and this is in the shade Brooks. It has like a spoolie end, very similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. Wow, that's a mouthful. And it has the kind of tapered end for filling your brows in. It gives you a nice precision, but it has a nice little touch. You turn it, and then inside is a little bit of a highlight to the brow. I tend to use it as the inner corner highlight, and it's very nice. Now, price-wise, I think this is $21.22, and the brow definer is the same from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now, the only edge I would say that the Anastasia Beverly Hills has over this is that the spoolie has a more taper down, which gives you that little bit more precision here in the corner. And that's really it. The formulation's beautiful, it stays on very nice, but I have noticed now that I'm getting towards the end of it, like I'm right like on the wick now, so I'm ready for a new one. I think though I'm going to go back to the Anastasia. Anastasia, why do we just call it ABH? Okay, I'm going to go back to the ABH brow definer, because I just find that the formulation as it gets towards the end goes a bit more harder, where I'm noticing with this one it's kind of getting more powdery. So I'm getting a little bit of drag. When I want a little bit more precision, it is dragging slightly. So I think, you know, it's a great one to try if you want to try it. But for me, I think I'm going to go back to the brow definer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I couldn't not pick up one of the classic eye powder pencils. Now I got it in the shade Aubrey, or is it Audrey? I'll link it below. It doesn't say on there, you see, so I'm kind of just guessing, but I know it's one I went in to ask for. And it's a beautiful soft brown. Now this creates the absolute bomb smoky eye. I love this. I pop it along the top lash line, in my waterline, in my underneath as well, and then I kind of just buff it all with a con bud or one of your brushes, and it just gives a beautiful, because it turns to powder straight away, so it just gives that soft focus finish. It's a beautiful eye pencil. I think for that look I'm gonna purchase the black one as well, because it's just so beautiful, and this color is great if you're more mature of my ladies that watch. This is a lovely eye pencil. I would definitely recommend this. Now last on Charlotte Tilbury's line, I picked up the Lip Cheat in the shade Pillow Talk, and it's everyone's favorite shade. You can't go wrong with this shade. It suits all types of skin tones, but it's just a very, very beautiful nude, your lips but better. It's a great color, but I do like how the Lip Cheats have this very kind of soft, waxy finish to it, and it really helps create a beautiful outline on the lip. So much so that I would say I would purchase this over any MAC pencils, and I never thought I would say that, because of the softness of the pencil, and it's not harsh. It doesn't matter how much I sharpen it, you never get like this harsh kind of nib on it. It really just gives you a beautiful natural look to the lips, and I really like that. Okay, onto a more affordable option is Revlon, and I absolutely jumped onto the bandwagon with the 3 for 2 in Boots and tried 3 of their products. I will talk about them very briefly. The first one is the Revlon Photo Fix Foundation, and this is in a stick form. I've got the shade Vanilla 120. Now this is a really nice foundation. It's very buildable, which I really like. I kind of go in 3 times with this, you know, slide on, draw all over my face, and then I blend it out, and then I go again with it, and then I blend it, and then I go again with it, and then for me that's enough. Now what I don't like about this is it is drying. It doesn't give you any kind of glow at all, but it does give a beautiful, what it actually says, you know, this Insta Fix, it does give you that photo ready skin. It is flawless. It gives you that finish. But the powdery side of it, it can look a bit powdery, and I like my skin to look like skin still. But if you're into more of a fuller coverage, then this is very good for that. I really think this is it well meets up to that, and it has an SPF 20 as well, which is really good. So it's all added to keep that skin looking great. So if you, I mean, this is $9.99, so I do think it's worth the money, and I do think it's worth a go, and they do have quite a good shade range, Revlon has. So give it a go if you're in the market for something, a new foundation, and you want to try these stick ones. They're really good for quickness as well, and they're just kind of nice, aren't they, as well, packaged like that. Also with that is the Revlon Insta Blush as well. Now I picked it up, there's only 2 shades they have in the range at the moment, is the Rose Gold Kiss, and this has a really beautiful peachy kind of gold finish. You'll see a close-up of that. It's lovely. I kind of brush it over the tops of my cheeks and then I just blend it down, and it gives you that kind of gleam as well because it's got the gold particles in. It reminds me so much of NARS's shade in the blusher, and they brought it out now in a lipstick and a nail varnish, is the shade Orgasm. I know, but that's what it's called, and it's a dead ringer for that. So a nice cheaper version. I think this was $9.99 as well. I have a $9.99 or $7.99, but I really like that. It's a really nice for a fair skin. I think this would even work on more my darker beauties. I think that would be a really nice kind of, just a beautiful golden, little slightly pinky glow to it. It's really nice. Now, one of the ones that I didn't like that I picked up in the Revlon range is the Creme eyeshadow. First of all, it comes with this little like applicator. It's just absolutely useless. It's rubbish. I don't know what they were thinking. I just think it was really bad idea. And then you open it out and then you get the cream. Now it's very, 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 very pigmented, which is really nice. I picked the shade 755, so it's like a silver colour. And it's a beautiful colour, but I just find, although it's highly pigmented and you get a nice wash of product, it just didn't last. And now I know cream eyeshadows don't really last, but there is some better stick eyeshadows that last so much better than what I paid for this. I think it's overpriced. I don't think that it's very good. Packaging's, like I said, what is that all about? I think it's a waste of time. And I just think, steer clear of that. There's much better eyeshadow Stix that are better than this cream. If you have to go for a pot, then go for the Maybelline Tattoo. I'm right saying it's Maybelline Tattoo, isn't it? That is far superior, and I think actually cheaper than this Revlon one cream eyeshadow is. So no, I wasn't happy with that. Alright, onto mascaras. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I always wear the Bourjois Volume Reveal Velvet. I think it's the velvet, it's all rubbed off now. And I really like this for I'm feeling it now because it just feels so soft on your lashes, which is really nice. They don't feel brittle or like they have too much product on, even though I've put probably about 3 coats of this on. Now, I like the packaging because it has a mirror, so I tend to look down and then you can really get to the root of your lashes to make them nice and long. Always a favourite. $9.99, love it. I ran out of this one, and this is a new one, but I ran out of the previous one. Keep up with the story. And then I thought I'll just break out one of my ones that I use in my kit, my makeup kit for work. Now, I always use the L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes in the waterproof one. It's one of the best high street drugstore waterproof mascaras that I've ever used. I don't use it for the volume of lashes. I just like the definition that it gives, because most of my clients will wear lashes, so you just kind of want something to marry the lashes up together and give a nice kind of definition at the same time, but be waterproof. So I've never really gone into that whole how it does for normal natural lashes. Anyway, so I broke it out and I love it. I always curl my lashes, and then I popped 2 coats of this on, and it held the curl all day, and the curl was so like ding, then it would actually catch on the top here of my brow, and because I won't wear any sort of product on there, it would transfer. Now, so I had to get to the point where I was actually having to powder up there to stop any transfer, because these were making my lashes so long and holding that curl all day. So I love this now, and this is the one that I want to use. I need to get a new one now because I've used this to death. And I really like this one. So this one is my new favourite now, is the L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes. Love it. Also, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that you could not get me off the Maybelline Brow Drama. That's all I've used, I think, for the past 18 months or more, until now. And I've gone for the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. This is really, really nice. It has fibres in it already, so I've changed my whole kind of makeup routine to accommodate this. This is how good it is. So I first of all will brush my lashes in place with this, and it will add fibres onto my lash. I just said lashes the last 2 times. Brows. I will then, let's start again, shall we? I first brush this onto my brows to add the fibres in to see where there's any gaps. I let that set, and then I go in with my Charlotte Tilbury, no, it's not brow definer, hers is the brow lift, and then just fill in any gaps that's needed. So it's completely changed my brow routine. I really like it. It lasts all day. It doesn't feel crispy, which is really nice, but it does hold the brows in place. So if you're in the market for a new brow gel, give it a go. It's worth it. Okay, talk about primers now, and I've been using this primer for quite a while now, so I feel quite, what do I say? I feel very well acquainted with this primer. This is the collection's Primed and Ready. I chose this one because it's an anti-fatigue illuminating primer. It really does illuminate. It really does give that freshness to the skin. It's a really nice primer. Does it keep your makeup there? I don't think so. I don't think it lasts. But for £2, I think it's £2.99 or £2.49. It will be listed down below. I think it's really worth it to even just give this collection. Even just to give the collection a go. It's definitely worth having a go at it if you're in the market for a primer. Just have a go. It's definitely worth it. There's other ones available who does different things. And this is just the one I chose for my skin type. Yeah, it's just really nice. It's a nice primer for the price. Okay, sticking to the face, the skin, as it were. This is the Bourjois Blur the Lines concealer. Now, I have mixed feelings on this. I do really like it. And I like it because it has a beautiful kind of buttery feeling. It's a very heavy concealer. It's very thick. And when you put it on, it does feel very, very smooth. The blending of it is very good for a product. I think this is $4.99 this retails at. And it gives a really nice coverage. Now, it does have that kind of ability that I have quite fine lines now around my eyes. I'm getting old. And when I do put this around that area, it doesn't sit in them. It just kind of sits on the top of them, which is much better, but without making it look like I'm wearing too much makeup. But it is a thick concealer. So the blendability is really good. It's very, very high coverage. Yeah, I really like that. It's a very nice product. And it really reminds me, the consistency of it, it feels very similar to the NARS, the new concealer pots that they brought out. It feels very similar to that, but obviously a fraction of the price. So yeah, give it a go if you want to try these very smooth and high coverage concealers. The only downside is it only comes in 3 shades. This is Ivory that I'm using, and I'm sure there's only 2 others. So you do have darker skin. I think you may struggle with that, and that's my only bugbear with it, really, that it's not available more widely for different skin colours. So wow, I think I'm on to my last product now. Woo! And this, I featured this in a vlog. This is the Topshop. It's part of their, is it their Bohemian range or their Festival range? It's one of them, and it's Wax and Wane I've got here. It's a beautiful metallic purpley come mustardy, that sounds awful, but burgundy. It is a really nice colour. If you've got blue eyes or green eyes or even brown eyes, this would suit every single colour of, oh, just smacked myself in the face with it. This would suit every eye colour. It's a really nice look, and the durability of it is really good. It lasted pretty much all day for me. I do layer it on top of another one. But I also found that the pigmentation of it is very good. It's really good payoff, and I really like the buttery feel of the eyeshadow. Downside, it's £9.50. So you're talking this on equivalent now that Topshop's going to MAC level. MAC eyeshadows sell at £10. So is it worth that? Yes, I would say it is. I would say it's the same kind of pigmentation, because we all know and we all moan about how MAC's changed their formulation of their eyeshadows. They're not as highly pigmented as they used to be, where I think Topshop's kind of stepped into that and they've kept to that, and the price shows in it. So I really like that. It's a really nice, if you're in Topshop, check out their makeup. It's really up there. I think it's really going places. Alright, so that was my roundup of all the makeup products that I have been using and trialing over the last 6 months. I hope that's given you a little food for thought, that if you're in the market for mascaras and foundations and bronzers, that these are some that I've really enjoyed, and some that I would buy again, and some that I wouldn't buy again. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this new way of doing favourites. And give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And here's the subscribe button here, and my our latest video will be there, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye. Now the what's it called? Not by any means is it kind of shy gloss. It is a nice highlight. What gloss? It's not a gloss. It's a highlight. I think that's it.